Every so often you pass data through Curie string like this. This is our Curie string, and in this movie I will tell you how to get Curie string in Laravel. Open the text editor. Here is our route for test view. In Laravel we fetch that Curie string in request helper function. This is our request helper function. The request helper function can be used to fetch data from any GET or POST request. So we make a Curie string with the key of, we just pass the key over here, word, and store it in a variable. We can turn also a variable like string, word, comma, switch back to browser, refresh, and here we go. We have our Curie string handle. You get the idea. And sometimes we have a multiple Curie string like this. And for multiple Curie string, we don't have to write a separate function, separate request function for each Curie string key. So in that case, switch back to editor. We have a request function with strings. So instead of string, we have to send it empty strings. So it will throw an array. Go back to browser, refresh, and here we go. It will send us an array of keywords of Curie string. Word, James, job, developer. I'm using Firefox, so in Edge or Chrome it will look like this. You get the idea. Alright, let's grab some data and send it to the view. Go back to editor. Here we pass an word with a single, I will sending a single word to the view, and our view is test.blade.php. So here we are returning our view. Move, return, and this is our variable. So if we send a variable to our view, we have to pass a second parameter and give a function called name called compact. The compact function creates an array from variable and their values. So with a string, so we make a string of our variable. This is our variable, and it creates a string, and we have to make a string of it with the same name. And here is our test.blade.php file. We have to echo out the word because we are sending from our view, sending from routes in our view back to the browser. Refresh. Here we go. Here we have our. However, if you have a little bit experience in PHP, you know that it's a little danger to echoing out like this. For example, if you run a script of over here, it will print an alert like this. So it's a dangerous thing. So in PHP we have to use special HTML special chars function and give it a parameter of a variable. Go back to browser, fresh, and here we go. We have solved the problem. But in Laravel there is a new way of echoing out. We use double curly braces and give it a variable for echoing out. Save it, go back to the browser. Here we go. We are printing just like this. And you have a question that PHP doesn't understand this blade templating syntax. But you know, when I load into this browser, it will compile down all the HTML to here. In storage, framework, views, and here it is our compiled HTML of this version. And you see there is a little helper function of E that's provided by the Laravel. You can see over here. Here is a E function that also returning a HTML special car. So now you will understand. Let's see what we have learned. So we make a route and we get the request, Curie string request in a browser, and return a view with a variable name called word. And in the view file we just create a double curly braces and write down the variable, and it will print out like this.